And now, ladies and gentlemen, Dominatrix and Rand the Man as Caesar and Ethel Jaxx. The Jaxx have retired. Mrs. Jaxx lies rigid but awake in the darkness as poor husband Caesar, victim of an obscure type of an insomnia that prevents other people from sleeping, exhibits the telltale symptoms of his dreaded affliction. Let's listen in.
Oh, it may be funny to him, but not to me. Caesar! Caesar, cut it out!
Cut it out, Ethel!
I'll lose my mind if you don't stop that giggling. What's the matter with you, Caesar? Caesar!
What's the matter, Ethel?
You sound like a tickled schoolgirl. What are you dreaming of?
Tickling schoolgirls.
Caesar!
What'd you say, Ethel? What?
I won't stand for it another night. Living in this house is becoming unbearable.
Well, let's move.
Caesar, I swear, I'm at my wit's end. How long do you think a person can go on without sleep?
I've been doing it for 8 years.
Caesar Jaxx, we've been married for 8 years.
Amazing coincidence. Good night.
Don't you good night me, you big sleepy pill you. Why didn't you have some consideration for me?
Well, what would you like me to do, Ethel?
When you were sick last year, did I say that? Didn't I sit up all hours of the night nursing you? Didn't I?
Yes, you did.
And what was my reward?
I got sicker.
Sure you can afford to be sarcastic now that you feel fine, Caesar.
I want to sleep. It's 2 o'clock, Ethel.
You don't remember how I catered to your every minute when the doctor told me not to let you have anything cold. Didn't I give you all the ice-cold water you wanted?
You sure did. Almost killed me.
Ha! That's gratitude. Well, I don't expect anything else from you. You don't love me, do you, Caesar?
Oh, of course I do. Just because I don't say it every 5 minutes doesn't mean I don't love you.
Tell the truth, Caesar. If anything happened to me, would you marry again?
Never. Never again.
Well, you don't have to sound so vehement.
Well, if I said it any softer, you'd say I don't sound convincing. I don't know, Ethel. I just wish you'd let me sleep.
I keep thinking how nice it was before we were married.
Uh-huh.
You were so different then, Caesar. You used to plead with me for a little kiss. Now you don't even think of it. Why, Caesar?
A mouse in a trap loses his taste for cheese, Ethel.
Very funny. Oh, you're so funny, Caesar Jaxx.
Well, I'm tired and I have to get up early tomorrow.
You won't understand, will you? There are none so blind as those who will not see. The one time I expected you to break down and offer me comfort, and you failed me, Caesar.
What?
It's all right. I'll struggle through it alone. It won't be long. And then when the time arrives, I don't even want to see you near me, Caesar.
What are you talking about?
I'll go to the hospital by myself. You can just sleep right through it.
Ethel, are you?
Hasn't Dr. Marvin told you, Caesar?
Oh, nobody told me what. What is it, Ethel?
I'm going to have my tonsils out.
Why do you need to have your tonsils out? You never have sore throats. Your tonsils have never bothered you before. You never even knew you had tonsils.
Dr. Marvin said it would help my disposition.
Have 'em out by all means.
I don't think it will after all now.
Okay, don't. Good night.
The only reason I was going to do it was because I thought I'd get a good night's sleep.
Okay, do it.
Why should I suffer through an operation? You're the one that keeps me awake. Why don't you do it?
Do what?
Have your tonsils out.
Okay, I'll have 'em out next week.
You say it, but you won't do it. Have them out now.
What?
Go on, get up and call Dr. Marvin. Let him pull your tonsils out.
Ethel, are you insane? It's 2:30 in the morning.
The hospital's open all night. Go on, have him pull your tonsils out.
I haven't got any tonsils. I had 'em out when I was 9.
Well, you need some new ones now. Let him put you some in, Caesar.
Ugh, this is awful. You're deliberately trying to keep me awake. You know I have to be up early and go to work.
Oh, don't make your job sound so important. If you took a day off work, nothing would happen.
No, nothing would happen, except I'd lose a day's pay, and I need all the money I can get. I gotta make a payment tomorrow on the car.
Where will you get that, Caesar?
I got it. There's $84 locked in the desk drawer.
60?
84. I looked yesterday.
Well, you didn't look today, did you, Caesar?
What happened to the other $24?
Don't look at me, Caesar.
Ethel, there's only 2 people that have the key to that drawer, you and I, and there's $24 missing.
Well, we'll each put $12 back and say no more about it.
Ethel, what'd you do with that $24?
I spent it. I bought some perfume.
$24 worth? How could you carry that much?
Don't be silly. silly Caesar, Jaxx. It was only half-ounce bottle and I got it in wholesale. It's the newest thing. It's very daring.
I can't understand why you throw away my money on junk like that.
It isn't junk. You'd like it.
How do you know?
Because it's the same kind of Gloria Gooseby uses.
I hate Gloria Gooseby.
Well, you're always sniffing around her.
Now don't you start with that woman.
You're the one who started it.
I'd like to spend one night in this bedroom without Gloria Gooseby. Just one night.
She just douses herself with that perfume. That's how she catches all the men, the hussy.
She's not a hussy, and she doesn't need perfume to catch me. I mean, I can't stand that Gloria Gooseby.
But you like the way she smells.
I hate the way she smells. I don't see how Leo can live with her. I wish they'd drop dead, both of them. Now you either let me go to sleep, or I won't go to work in the morning.
Oh, don't go to work. See if I care. You'd have lost a day's pay anyway if I hadn't torn up that summons.
What summons?
For you to serve on the jury.
Ethel, you can't tear those things up. If I get a jury notice, I have to report.
Why?
Why? Because that's the law. You can't tear up any court order.
I tore up that traffic citation.
What traffic citation?
The traffic citation that get me to go to court in front of that jury that you were supposed to serve on, but I tore up the notice.
Ethel, you'll have us both in jail.
Well, that's where my brother Amos is.
Amos? What's he got to do with this?
Well, I was taking a driving lesson and...
Ethel, no! Not my new car! It's never been out of the garage!
Well, it's out now. I took a driving lesson and paid the instructor $5 an hour and...
Who was the instructor? It was Amos, wasn't it? It was! I know it was Amos!
I never even took the wheel. Amos was driving and then we suddenly saw this other car coming towards us at 100 miles an hour and...
Yes?
Amos didn't have much time, but by an amazing piece of quick thinking, he managed to meet him head on.
Oh!
It's a funny thing, nobody got hurt. Even the policeman.
What policeman?
In the other car.
Now look, Ethel, I'm telling you.
He started to bawl about driving in the wrong lane, and they had some silly excuse about a police car having the right of way.
Ethel!
Amos got mad and hit one of the cops with a wrench.
Ethel, where's my car?
It's on Hill Street between 5th and 8th.
5th and 8th? That's 3 blocks apart.
That's where the car ends. It's about 3 blocks apart. Or it was. They took some of it to the police pounds.
Some of it? Well, I don't care. I'm insured. I'm just happy they got that Amos in jail.
They can't do anything to him.
They can't, huh? That's reckless driving and resisting an officer. They can wrap him up good.
They can't do anything about his driving. And you know it, Caesar.
Why not?
Because he doesn't even have a license.
Oh, that's different. They'll add another 5 years. I hope they give him life.
Caesar, why do you despise my poor brother?
Because I hate him, and don't you dare ask me to help him, Ethel.
Well, the least you can do is help me, Caesar. I've got to go to court, too.
Serves you right.
Go on, testify against me. Get me locked up in jail.
Nobody's gonna lock you up in jail.
Let them put me on bread and water. You won't feel so good when I walk that last mile when they slip those ankle bracelets on.
Ethel!
Why don't you get me a reprieve, Caesar?
Stop it. They're not gonna do anything to you now. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep, he tells me. My poor brother's in jail. My own husband's going to testify against me. Go to sleep, he tells me. How can you be so heartless, Caesar Jaxx?
Where's the phone, Ethel?
I've got it, Caesar. Hello?
Hey there, Ethel. This is Amos. I'm still in jail.
Oh, wait, Amos. I'll get Caesar. Come on. Talk to him, Caesar.
Sure. Hello. Hey, Jocko. Drop dead. Listen, you gotta come down and spring me. This is the first call they let me make. Drop dead. Don't be so sore, Jocko. I'm in an awful jam. I'm in a tank here with 50 other bums. Drop dead. But I got money out to pay for all the damage. I think I even got enough to pay for the bail man. Get me out, will you, Jocko? Drop dead. I swear I'll pay you. I got plenty of dough. I won over $400 in a card game here. Drop $400? Amos, are you loaded? No, but the dice were. Now come on down and spring me out, will you, Jocko? Well, I'm gonna think about it, Amos, but right now I'll leave you with 2 words. Yeah, what's that? Drop dead! Now I can sleep.
Please, Caesar, dear. Get my brother out of jail. Come on,
I'll
please.
think about it.
I'll do anything for you, Caesar. Please bail him out.
Pour me a shot of bourbon, Ethel.
I'm sure you would like a double shot, dear.
Just a single. Thanks. Wonderful stuff.
I promise I'll never wake you up again, darling.
And will you forget all about Gloria Gooseby?
Forever. Just get Amos out of that nasty jail.
Well, I can't do anything about it till morning anyway. In the meantime, I think I'll get a good night's sleep.
Certainly, dear. Are you comfortable?
Perfect. Just perfect.
Oh, won't you snore for me, Caesar?
Good night, Ethel.
Good night, Caesar. Come tune in to Ran the Man on Spreaker.com next Friday for the next episode of Mr. and Mrs. Jaxx, or you can find us on YouTube.